So if you would like to install MySQL on Ubuntu, this video is for you. And to be honest, this is not only limited to Ubuntu, you can actually get MySQL on any Linux distribution as long as you follow this video. So let's get started. Right, so to install MySQL on Ubuntu, you just basically need to type in sudo apt install MySQL-server. And this will basically, as you can see, ask you to install it. So if you type in yes, it should take a couple of seconds to install. It is not a big installation. Right, as you can see, it's finished. Now, to confirm everything is running properly, what we can do is basically run two commands. Either you can run MySQL, and as you can see, it says access denied. So basically this confirms that MySQL is installed. Now, to log into your database, or basically to use the MySQL shell, you just need to type in sudo mysql-u root and basically put your password in. Now this is for your system, and then as you can see, I am logged into my database. The simplest command that you can run is show databases. Now make sure that you basically write everything in capital because this is SQL. And as you can see, this shows you all your databases. All 4 of these databases are by default. Do not play around with them, just leave them as they are. And as you can see, I actually have one database, which I'm going to show you, that basically how to connect stuff together to your web application. Now, if you want to use the MySQL database and especially the root account, you actually need to change the password. Now, this command, we need to run this basically query. This will be available on my website. I don't recommend copying this as it is basically a bit annoying. So basically paste this command into a notepad, and here it says MySQL native password, right? Change this in these quotation marks to your password. In this case, because I really don't care what the password is, I'm just gonna set it to administrator. Unless you're doing this in a production environment, you should make it secure, right? Paste, right? As you can see, boom. Now, before you leave this, make sure that you save this password, because from now on, this password is required for you to log into MySQL, right? You don't want to basically have to delete everything and reinstall, because that's the only way. I mean, there is a bypass, but I think it's just a bit annoying to do. Now, basically, if I exit, and if I want to log in now, right, if I log in, as you can see, it says access denied. And if I even put a password in, as you can see, it says access denied, because we actually now need to put a password in, right? As you can see, I put administrator, which is my password, and it logged me in. So you need to do the same. Now, to create your database, all you need to do is basically just type in create database and the name. So in this case, let's do DB, okay? Now, if you type in show databases, as you can see, your database is right here, right? DB. Now, what we can do is we can actually create tables, right, in our database. So basically, tables is where information is being stored. So if you basically type in use DB, semicolon at the end, remember to put semicolons at the end, because basically, if you don't, then you're gonna get an error. Now, basically, if you copy this from my website and you basically just paste this, right? As you can see, if you write show tables, right, as you can see, there is users. Now, if you type in describe users, right, as you can see, it says ID, name, email, age. And this is basically our database. So basically, if you insert some data into my database, right, which again can be taken from my website, as you can see, if I type in select star from users, as you can see, it has displayed me all my users, right? So this is basically simple SQL and simple database management. Now, if for whatever reason you need to drop a database, all you need to do is basically just type in drop database. Let's actually try drop table users, right? As you can see, if I type in show tables, right? As you can see, there is no tables inside the database, right? So we can actually do the same for database. So if you type in drop database DB, right? And you type in show databases again, as you can see, the database has disappeared. But just be careful with this, because if you have any data, remember, once you send the SQL query, it is unreversible. basically once you send it or execute it, that is it. You cannot go back. So be careful. And also once you drop a database, you lose all data within it. Okay. Now, if you would like to connect your database with your web application, you just need to specify the credentials and some basic configuration. So for example, MySQL host is basically should be localhost. This means this current computer, right? You don't want to really connect database from another computer. You really want it to have on the same computer as you're hosting stuff on, right? The MySQL user, in this case, it is root. The password, so the password that you have set it to, in my case, it is administrator. Then FlaskDB, so the database that I showed you, right? So remember the database here, FlaskDB, make sure that the way you write it here, it needs to be the same or it's not going to work. Also, just a reminder, usually you need to specify stuff in quotation marks. Now, I have a database connected right here, right? As you can see, there is basically some items. Now, for example, just to prove that everything is working, let me actually insert some stuff, right? So as you can see, I'm going to add another item, right? So let me do 4 and let's do test. Let's do gr1f1n, right? If I actually insert it, as you can see, it's working. Now, if I actually change it to description, so let me add this, and let me just add that one more thing. So description, let's do subscribe my dudes, right? And if I insert it, it's not working for some reason. Let's try 5. There we go, right? As you can see, 4, Griffin, subscribe my dudes. As you can see, wham, bam, bam. Welcome to information technology, the beauty of tech. Now, just before I finish this video, I need to show you one security module, which is important. I'm going to be honest. I think the password policy is more of a hassle, but I still need to show you, right? So basically, if you run this command, sudo MySQL secure installation, this is basically going to show you, I mean, for me, it's different, but you just need to follow what I'm doing, okay? Basically, this says validate password component. I would basically recommend disabling this because this is more of a hassle rather than it helps, right? So I'm just going to type in no. If you want to use this, you can. To be honest, instead of using this, I would just recommend using some secure passwords and a password manager, right? So set it to no. Change the password for root, no, right? Skipping, remove anonymous users. Yes, I do recommend doing that. This allow root login remotely. Absolutely do yes, say yes for this, okay? Removed test database, yes, absolutely. Reload privileges, yes, okay, and this is you done. Now your MySQL database is more secure because we have basically just disabled some default configurations, right? And to be honest, that is it for this video. I hope you guys have learned something new. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And also don't forget that all of this information is on my Gitbook. So the Gitbook is in the description down below and it is free. Also, if you would like to learn from courses, so I have my personal courses which are in Gumroad. They are free courses and they are paid courses. So if you want to learn quickly, there is a course waiting for you in the description down below. And thank you for watching and peace.